If you want to be able to buy the most expensive players and open the best packs in FC25, go to u7buy.com to buy your EA FC 25 coins. It's cheaper than buying FC points and just as reliable. With their already amazing prices, you can get an extra 6% using promo code Inception at checkout. Hey guys, so we're going to be doing a Goalkeeper review again. Again, with Goalkeeper reviews, everyone's always going to have, you know, their own opinions on if a card performs well or not, right? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Like in the Buffon video, I was already like for me personally, I'll give you the personal, right? I was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. And then honestly, afterwards, like, brother, whatever chemistry style I give this guy, like, for me, is no good. But then there's some people they come to me and they're like, oh, my Buffon's amazing, right? Their SBC Buffon. I think the actual Buffon would be fantastic. Like I think like this one. I forgot that one existed. I was like stunned a little bit for a second. This one I think would be a monster, to be honest. But the SBC one, you know. So with SBC goalkeepers, all I can show you guys is the animation choices that goalies go with in certain situations. That's the best that I can do, right? So I'll probably be doing like commentating over it. The goalkeeper just to kind of like see certain animation choices, right? But this goalkeeper, 275k as an SBC. The main reason why people unlock these sort of players is because they just want the links, right, in their team. For a goalkeeper that pretty much has everything, right? He has far reach, footwork, pinged pass, long ball, far throw, cross claimer, rush out, and deflector, right? So he has a few different things to work with. I mean, the price of the SBC definitely looks really cool for sure. But yeah, Goalkeeper Basic is going to be the main one that we end up using on the card because, I mean, if you take a look at everything, it kind of improves all of the right areas, I would say. I think you definitely want improvements in all those areas. You could, you know, go in the direction of giving him stuff like a glove, where it gives him like diving, handling, and positioning. Is it cat, or is it like, which one is the other one? Oh, wall. No, wall's kicking. We don't need kicking. I guess it would mainly be glove. Glove and basic for the most part. Yeah. But he is 6'1", 4-star weak foot on the card. Yeah. I mean, stuff like far throw and stuff, I don't know if I'll be able to collect footage of that, but like it's mainly saves. We just want the saves to be good, right? But I mean, you know, good passing is nice. There are special styles called playstyle to show how to... Yeah, cool. The footwork playstyle will make your cube perform saves with their feet more frequently. Ah. And then far reach, I guess, is for the Trivellas and stuff. The far reach embodies those goalkeepers who can go to an extra inch when saving shots from outside of the box to prevent long range goals. Give you the full list of playstyles here. Ah. Okay. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, goalkeeper review. We'll see what we can get for highlights, and we'll go from there, man. Hopefully he is a beast. Okay, guys, so we're gonna do some live commentary for the goalkeeper animations, right? For how Casillas kind of responded in certain situations. Some of the initial clips is just me talking over it, just to make sure I collect the clips properly. Because some of them were just like very basic things. Like some things like this, you notice like an animation actually coming out of the card, right, from the free kick, where he does like something like that, where it's like, oh, just like catches it completely. So a couple of things to mention, right, when it comes to Iker Casillas in game, because there was a lot of games we played, guys. Like there was games where I had him in my team, so I played maybe like, I think 10 or 9 actually, because one of the guys actually, no, it might have been more actually. No, 9, and then there was the games that I played against him, and it was really good that we played against him so that we can actually get more forced animation. So situation over here, use the manual goalkeeping to the right hand side. He still scores the opportunity. Now forgive me, when I'm doing the replay over here, I'm stupid and don't know how to operate it properly. It literally says right there slow-mo, and I did not use the slow-mo here, but you'll see that when I'm showing the replay, you can see that he does like an animation where it's kind of like this, right? I'm trying to like explain like I can't slow it down, but it's just me being stupid because it literally says slow-mo right there. But anyways, yeah, he does an animation like this from manual goalkeeping, me moving him to the right hand side. It's a little bit unfortunate there, but wouldn't be a complaint for me if they turned it off for 1v1 manual goalkeeping inside the 18. But anyways, moving on into the next clips afterwards, right? You can see manual goalkeeping still doesn't save the opportunity. You know what was really good today, actually? These servers were absolutely cooked. So the delay, I couldn't defend properly. You guys are going to see me on a consistent basis trying to like... I was trying to like steer my controller in a way just to control them to move left and right properly. It was crazy. Like the lag today was nuts, right? But situation over there. Rashford gets the ball. Near post strike. You can even see from the replay right here. Look, Sissoko going right past the tackle, right? Top left corner. I don't expect any goalkeeper to save that, right? That's why it was really good that it actually showed that animation. Through pass over here. Socrates gets through. He does a little skill move over here. Makes the extra pass. Don't expect the goalkeeper to save that either. Oh, it was this game that I freaked out the most in because the leg was crazy, bro. Like I couldn't switch. It was bad. But it was good because for the goalkeeper review, it's actually perfect because this guy pushes his player to the near post there. Casillas actually does a really solid job at actually getting that opportunity, right? I'm showing... No, I was about to say I'm only showing highlights of thing. Anyways, he's on the attack against me again here. What you have to look out for the most right now is the through passes, but my defensive players... very outdated. They were outdated when they first... Well, actually, Saliba was great for a very large majority of the year, but they're super outdated nowadays. You need players that have intercept like crazy because of the incisive pass, man. It's going to be a really huge play style to work with. But yeah, he attacks over here, gets lucky with a deflection. Again, don't really expect the goalkeeper to save that opportunity to the right-hand side from that dive. He does a pretty solid dive, to be fair, but it's just really, really far into the corner. Sliding like crazy here. Green time strike. Little bit of manual goalkeeping, but he did green time, and it was only a tiny bit, so... Again, situations like that, don't really expect him to save them, right? Again, sliding like crazy. But anyways, manual goalkeeping, deflection, goes right back to the opponent. He does score his opportunity from the deflection on the manual goalkeep. So a couple of unfortunate things. It's funny because like at first I'm like, oh, here we go, you know, but with goalkeepers, it's always random, guys. You know, it's very hard to like judge the goalkeepers because they're gonna have days where they do some crazy stuff, and then there's gonna be other days where they do something like that and they end up saving the opportunity, or the guys try to pick up... This is how you can tell the game was messed up, right? But the guy tries to pick up the ball, and then, you know, we're good to go there, right? So again, he does a couple of dribbles there. Nice little finesse shot. Casillas actually does a very solid job at saving that opportunity. Like, that's a really, really solid save. You can see I'm even going into my settings and I'm putting it to 0 just to try to actually switch, bro. It's so bad. Next game, though. Opponent over here attacks on the sidelines or through the middle. Oh, he does a through pass here. Leg save with that one, eh? You see? A little leg save on that one. So the playstyle actually being relevant right there, to be honest with you. Very, very relevant in that situation. He'll move over here. You know what I mean? He gets into a situation here. You know, most goalkeepers should be saving that. Don't really expect anything too fancies out of that. You know what's great is I actually push him to the near post. He actually doesn't do a bad job in that general area, which is very, very solid, right? So again here, he gets a through pass. I use the goalkeeper movement a tiny bit, but he missed the opportunity. Do I think that it was, you know, relevant enough to make him miss the opportunity? Probably not. He had like an opportunity there that just went wide, I guess. You know, he didn't green it. You guys know green timing is like pretty big. Through ball over here. Zidane close to the goalkeeper. Again, leg save animation. So very good when you're up close to the person, right? And they actually go for the leg save animation to save those sort of opportunities, right? So again, opponent attacking over here. Middle play. Overcoming on the slide challenge. He green times it and still doesn't score, but he does a poor shot selection because he's expecting like the manual goalkeeping, but then obviously we didn't end up doing that. So we're facing opponents right here actually that has the Casillas card, so it's perfect for us to kind of showcase some of the animations. I think he may have moved his goalkeeper to the left hand side. I could be wrong, but who knows, right? Power shots with Puskás. Power shot's pretty effective if you get it on the strong foot and you shoot it across goal. they're gonna obviously score those sort of opportunities for the most part. Power shot's very, very effective nowadays. Passing play, passing play, passing play, other passing play. Again, don't really expect him to save that sort of opportunity, right? Guys attacking in the sidelines here. Through pass, first time strike to the bottom right. Look at the gameplay, by the way. Bottom right scores an opportunity. Again, don't really expect him to save those. Thing about people when they check out goalkeepers in regards to whether they're good or bad is that they expect them to save the high percentage strikes, right? It doesn't really work that way. Situations like this, like you're going to score against pretty much all of the goalkeepers. Like if a goalie saves those opportunities, like that's a very FIFA gimmick mechanic thing, right? The whole elastico into a strike. Again, here, if you don't use manual goalkeeping and I green it, it's going to be a goal, right? Every single time. So with Zidane there, we ended up scoring that opportunity as well against Casillas, right? Couple of opportunities here. Zidane makes a run, little ball roll scoop, waiting for the spaces to open up a little bit into the strike. Most goalkeepers should be saving that. Nothing too crazy special on those ones. There were certain opportunities where I was playing like the game afterwards where I was like, you know what, like he's actually scoring some or doing some really, really good stuff. But yeah, over here I noticed that my opponents, again, because we're doing the highlights against him, I noticed that he has Casillas in the net, and none of my opponents in the champs games that I played, none of them were doing long strikes. So I was like, all right, bet I have to go for some finesse shots just to see what like animation choices he ends up going with. He does a pretty solid job. Like that finesse shot, it's not a super high tier finesse that I take there because it's not really like the crazy good animation, but he blocks the post really well. Situation like that, I expect him to save those ones as well, but he does a good job of parrying it away. I think here he might get like a through pass and then a luck based thing, and then I push the goalkeeper, and then he doesn't get full possession of it, but still does a pretty decent job for the most part. Through pass here, yeah, and then I think we go for a Trivela, so that's good to actually showcase the long distance one. So he does an animation where he kind of like walks towards it and then tries to dive for it. But okay, so again, guys, with goalkeeper reviews, it's a goalkeeper review. All I could do is show you guys the animations that the goalkeeper ends up doing in game in some of the situations, right? So I think for me personally, compared to Buffon card, I think I like this card more. But again, the thing about goalkeepers is that everyone's always going to have a different opinion. With Buffon, I don't know, bro. You know what it was for me with that card? Like the main difference with this card that I noticed is like when you're 1v1 and you're pushing up against somebody, right? The leg saves are very noticeable, right? Like the footwork that he has, very noticeable. Long distance strikes, there's going to be some, especially if you don't green, right? Because if someone greens it, like Trivelas, you guys know Trivelas are just really good. So there's not too much that a person could do against those, right? But in white times, he'll still do a pretty solid job. The passing came off very nicely. Pinged passes for drivens was really good. Lofted passes was really nice as well. Lofted in the sense of actually pressing the cross button, not me doing like a lobbed pass. You know what I'm saying? But lofted passes were really nice. The far throw was really good to work with. Cross claimer, going to be a very helpful thing to work with too in some situations if someone's crossing the ball pretty often. Rushes out was very noticeable. You guys saw from some of the clips. It's actually funny because the rushes out and the not the far reach, the rushes out and the footwork, they kind of work hand in hand because the footwork animation gets triggered once the guy is like super close, and he actually does some pretty good save animations. Honestly, I think if any of those like really close opportunities are Buffon, it could probably go into the back of the net. The SBC one, not the one on the market. The one on the market, I personally feel like might be a monster, right? But it depends, right? Deflector, I mean, he's got deflector. I mean, if you look into what deflector actually is, preventing dangerous rebounds. I mean, we did use manual Goku in that one opportunity, and it kind of went back to the guy. He technically does not have the plus version of it, which probably would probably be more relevant, right? But yeah, for me, guys, honestly, like with Buffon, I was like, yeah, you get it for the link ups to the team and whatever, But like this guy, I actually felt like was a decent goalkeeper as an SBC. Like it was pretty decent. Like for me, I actually felt like he made really good. Like he made noticeable save opportunities. You know what I'm saying? Like with Buffon, I'm like even in the video, you could tell I wasn't like fully convinced. But I'm like, yeah, get it for the legs, But this card, like, I actually felt like he did some pretty solid save animations. And we, like I said, we play a lot because I had to do Zidane, I had to do De Bruyne. So we play a lot of games. It's not just because he's a former FC Porto player. Like, in game, he's actually, in my opinion, as a goalkeeper review, it's a solid SBC. Okay. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video today. I'll catch you guys for the next one. Peace out, dudes. Love you guys.